I forget. So in the 23 June is the exam. So are you well known about the situation or about the process that we are going to take our exam, everyone? Everyone, are you well known about the situation that how we will going to take our exam?
Yes, sir. 10 marks for assignment
Yes.
and 10 marks for presentation and Viva.
Yes. Good. If I'm not wrong, the yesterday morning I have given you the assignment and also the presentation topic. So today I wanted to discuss about those, but still I thought that okay, I think that our students is smart enough, but still I will discuss that how you will prepare, how will they will study a small topic. So I believe that every students have all the class lecture or class PDF and video lecture from my course, isn't it? So let me unmute Abbas. Abbas.
Sir.
Yes. So I believe that every students got the all the class lecture PDF and my class video.
Probably, sir, because you uploaded it.
Yes, I used to upload my own videos in your group because I'm connected with your group. So if you face any problem, you can definitely check from there. And discussing about the present, okay, step by step. First of all, discuss about the assignment. So the two students are joining. So in the assignment, I have given 3 examples basically, which is quite related with the problems we have solved, because if I'm not wrong, we have solved more than 15 problems in our almost 15 problems in our variable load on power station chapter. So I believe that it will be not too tough for you to solve those 3 mathematics. And let me join them. So many students have joined, almost 20. So you just solve by yourself in your page or hard copy, and then take pictures, make PDF. You can make PDF by using software. You know, there is a software named Cam Scanner. I think you know. Anyone heard about it? Cam Scanner? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Cam Scanner software. You can make easily PDF, or also you can make PDF from your internet also using online PDF version. So make PDF and send me the email. Send me the email, but definitely email has a format. The email subject I have given you must maintain that summer 2020 mid exam, and your batch, your role, then finally assignment. And also this is the process of assignment submission. Then comes to the presentation. I thought yesterday I saw that there is a confusion going on. Yesterday I discussed, but still I'm discussing one more time. I'm making Shafi unmute, Shafi Ahmed Ali. So so in the yesterday I told you that because of the course is heavily driven on mathematics. So that's why if I tell just Viva, the question will be very little, very small amount of questions. So that's why I wanted to explore you, that you explore a particular topic. Nuclear power station is huge important topic for you, and a very important topics for Bengali students also. The nuclear power station. and I have also discussed on nuclear power station, how it works, everything. So I told you to make a presentation on the nuclear power station, and the important topic is I have also given you the subtopics. There are some subtopics. Why I have given? Because the topic is very vast, so you can work on those subtopics in the internet, and make your presentation slide much more easily. That's why I have uh, given the subtopics. It's not that not limited to that you have only included those things. No, you can also add. But important thing is that definitely when you discuss the nuclear power station, you definitely you need to explain the how it works, the power, the operation, working procedure, the operation, and also the nuclear reactor, because it is the heart of the nuclear power station. So definitely everyone's slide must have the nuclear reactor part. And also I told you that you just have a case study of a particular one nuclear power station from anywhere in the world for our international students. You can search so many things, so many power station if you just search in the Google. So case study on that, the different data of that power station. So after that, uh, and for Bengali students, I told that they have their own power station in our country, the Rupur nuclear power plant, so they can easily add those. So Monima শোনা যাচ্ছে? মনিমা, হ্যালো?
স্যার শুনতে পাচ্ছি আমি। জি
আমি
স্যার।
আমি মনে করছি তুমি চলে যে তোমার ছেলেকে বসায় রাখছো।
না না স্যার, ওই যে মিউট করা ছিল। না স্যার, আমি আছি।
না, আমি একটা পোস্টে দেখছিলাম এরকম করবে, এর জন্য জাস্ট টেস্ট করলাম। ঠিক আছে, ওকে।
জি স্যার।
তোমরা যেটা ওই রূপপুর নিউক্লিয়ার পাওয়ার প্ল্যান্টটা তোমরা দেখতে পারো, ওটা তো ইন্টারনেটে অ্যাভেলেবল আছে। ঠিক আছে, so
ঠিক।
so what I'm trying to say that you make the presentation slide.
Sir, one question.
Yeah, I will.
In the Viva, what
Yeah.
do you mean practical example? What kind of practical example, sir?
Okay, I'm telling you that that what is Viva about. Viva is that sometimes the students just copy and paste the presentation slide and they just read, but there are some key features that you need to understand, that how the nuclear power station works, how the moderator works, how the control rod works. So I will just ask question from your own slide. Okay, from your own slide, how it operates, why it is there, from your own slide. So that is the Viva. So basically the topic was we need to take Viva for 10 marks, but I modified that. I made the presentation slide and I modified that topic with the Viva. So I will take the Viva definitely. So the topic is the presentation come Viva. If you see, I have written the presentation and later come Viva. That means you have to, I will also ask you 2-3 questions from your own slide. So take the preparation of your own slide, not anything else, of your own slide. When you make your preparation a presentation slide, take the preparation from your own slide. Don't just come here that sir, just just reading from your slide. No. And if any student from Bengali, I am talking about Bengali students, some students probably in the home, if any students have the problem of the presentation slide making, they can help, they can take help from their friends. Those are staying in the Dhaka region, or have good internet, they can help. But still, if they cannot make the presentation slide because it requires laptop, so they contact me. I will guide them. But their Viva will be definitely, I will take their Viva, but they contact me. So I'm instructing Nazifa to contact you, because there are 7 students from Bengali students. So you contact them that if they are unable to make the presentation slide, so that on that case, either they take help from you or your friends, or they, as soon as they inform me about that. Okay, but just we are going to start the viva and presentation. Just after before 1 hour, they tell me that, sir, we cannot make. So that is, illogical. So if they have any problem, but I believe that all the Somalian students have their own laptop. They carry their own laptop. They make their so they can make. So, but if there is something for Bengali students, 2 3 students, those are staying in the remote village, do not have the laptop facility. On that case, they can contact me. I will give that alternatives. Okay. So I think it is clear from my side. Am I, my students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me check one. Ahmed Mahdi, roll 12.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear from my side, my student?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. Omar Farooq. Omar Farooq.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম। তোমার শরীরের কি অবস্থা?
স্যার মোটামুটি একটু উন্নতির দিক।
উন্নতির দিকে। ল্যাপটপ
স্যার
আছে?
গতকালকে আরেকটা অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট হয়েছে, আমার আম্মুর হাত ভেঙে গেছে।
কি বলো?
জি
কিভাবে?
স্যার, পড়ে যায় হঠাৎ করে। স্যার ওই যে ছাদের উপরে একটু হাঁটছিল, ওইখানে পা পিছলে পড়ে গেছে।
ও মাই গড। এখন কি অবস্থা? প্লাস্টার বা এটা কিছু করা লাগছে নাকি?
স্যার প্লাস্টার করছি।
কত প্রবলেম। ল্যাপটপ আছে তোমার সাথে?
স্যার আমার সঙ্গে ল্যাপটপ নাই স্যার।
আচ্ছা, ক্লাস শেষে আমাকে একটু ফোন দিও, ঠিক আছে?
জি স্যার, জি
ঠিক আছে।
জি।
Okay, then so if you have any question, still you can ask me. And Nazifa, how many students total?
টোটাল আমাদের বেচে কয়জন টোটাল স্যার?
Yes,
30.
30. So still I'm watching that maximum student participation is 20 to 23 in my class. I don't know about other. Can you share me the other teachers?
আর খুব বেশি হলে 25 পর্যন্ত যায়
Maximum. So still I believe that there are some students are missing. They are not taking the class, if I'm not wrong, not attending the class. And yesterday I saw Shajib. I also saw Liton one day. Shaun, what about Shaun?
স্যার শাওন তো মাঝে মাঝে ক্লাস করে আর মাঝে মাঝে ক্লাস করে না, এরকম।
Okay. So is there any students from Bengali students that do not attend the class, any class?
স্যার এমন কেউই না যে একটা ক্লাসও করে না।
Okay. Yeah, I also believe that, because Bengali students are quite okay. They're doing, on and off. If total 7 classes, they attend 3 class or 2 class. But I believe that in Somalian students, there are 2-3 students that do not take the class. I am talking with President, the Abdi Aziz and Abbas. Please, can you unmute yourself? We have a discussion. President Abbas and Abdi Ali as Noor Library Center.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how are your library going?
Good, sir.
Okay. Can you help me that is there any students that they're not participating any class?
Sir, maybe most of them, all of them, they attend a class, but some of them they miss today, and other they miss tomorrow. They mix.
Oh my God! But if I'm not wrong, I tell 2 students. Yeah, I can remember 2 students. One is Hashi, roll 41.
41, yes. Maybe, sir, he was present. He was present to 1 or 2 classes. I saw.
Yeah. So Hashi and the roll 42.
স্যার হাসি অনেক ঘুমায়, আমার ধারণা হচ্ছে আপনি পরে ক্লাস দিয়ে দেন তো ওগুলো দেখে ফেলে জয়েন করে না।
Oh, yeah, he's a YouTuber, so I believe that he also likes the stuffs in YouTube. So, what about role 42?
42 is here now.
Here?
Mahmoud Sheikh.
Okay. Okay, the main idea is just tell your friends to join, okay, because you know it's the online classes going on, so that's why tell your friends to join. And that's it from my side about the midterm exam that I needed to discuss with all of you. So I will request you to join for the viva, the presentation come viva. It's not about that I will give you everyone's the time to make the presentation, but you have to make the presentation slide. But we'll discuss, we'll ask the viva from there on, because it's important from there on. And yes, sir.
আমাদের কি হচ্ছে কি প্রেজেন্টেশন হচ্ছে, মানে প্রেজেন্টেশনটা কি দিতে হবে, দেওয়ার টাইমে মাঝে মাঝে আপনি কোশ্চেন করবেন এরকম, নাকি জাস্ট আপনি কোশ্চেন করবেন?
No, you have to share your screen of the presentation slides, and from there I can ask questions. So everybody get prepared that either your mobile or your laptop, from where you log in this Zoom, prepare your presentation slide on that device, so you can share screen. Anybody can share screen in this Zoom. Okay, so you will share screen, you will go through his presentation slide. If I like, if I might tell you that please describe this slide, then you will describe and ask one question. So it's not about that thoroughly presentation from A to Z, no, not like that, because it will require at least 2 to 3 hours. It's huge time. No, not like that. It's just that you make the presentation slide, you have the good idea, so in any slide I can ask question, and in any slide I can tell that okay, explain this slide, because it will be very boring to get 30 presentation on the same topic every person. It will be very boring for me, for everyone. So one topic. Some students I will ask operation, some students I will ask that okay, let me see your practical example of your power station, you will describe that. Okay, so something like that. So I will tell you that you have a better idea on your presentation slide. Any slide I can ask questions. So the topic is very small, not small, that means the task is not so big. Your presentation slide should not be longer than 10 slides. Okay, it will be not a good idea to you make presentation slide more than 10 slides. Always try to make less, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. So that's it. Yeah, Noor.
So sir, no need to send the presentation.
Yeah, you can send me the presentation, but just after the viva. After the viva, you just send on that email, the same email that you have given me for the assignment. Just send me the viva for the future preservance. But the submission in terms of submission, the assignment is important. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Clear? But yeah, definitely you need to submit the presentation slide also, but after the viva you submit, no problem. After the viva, you just send me the same email that you have sent for the assignment. But tomorrow is probably the last day for the assignment submission. It is not very big task, 3 examples. If you go through, it will require maximum 45 to 50 minutes maximum. I'm telling maximum. It's not.
কালকে হচ্ছে অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট জমা দিয়ে দিতে হবে?
Yes, the last date was 22. I have given you yesterday, and the 3 things, the 3 mathematics, that means the 3 problems I have given you, that will require maximum 40 to 45 minutes. Okay, so 3 days is enough, I believe. 3 days is enough, quite enough. So that's it. Is there any question about midterm exam, my student? Is there any question?
No, sir.
Okay, I believe so. Also believe so. So today we will start a topic because of this class was totally the review class. If you have any problem about our midterm exam, so totally discussions. Today's topic is the hydroelectric power plant. In the last semester, when I was teaching you the basic mechanical engineering, in a small lecture, a small part, I discussed hydroelectric power plant. But from now on, we will start the topic a little bit, broader way. Today I get 22 students. So in a broader way. So let me share the screen at first, and you can give your role in the chat box, everyone. Everyone can give your role in the chat box. So before starting, I have gathered to a video. I hope that you can see, but if you cannot, I will give the link, no problem. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Can you listen the audio?
No, sir.
Okay, not required. You can check. There are some animations going on. Just check, then I will discuss. Then you can relate. At first you see, then I will discuss. Just using the same video. Just check the animation. Okay, I think you watched. Okay, so let me take this picture and give you a total idea that what is the hydroelectric power plant is all about. Okay, so let me take the annotation. Okay, so you can see that the very basic thing of a hydroelectric power plant is that we have to use the potential energy of water. Okay, the potential energy of water, and we will use the height difference, the head that is known as a head, the height difference between two places. So one place will have a high amount of high head of water, another place the lower part have a the water level will be less. So this change, when this change is happening in the level difference of water, at that time we use that energy, and in the water that energy is preserved as potential energy, that is known as potential energy of water. Just think that think our water tank in our home. Okay, why we take the water tank in our home just in the at the rooftop? Because when we place the water tank in the rooftop and we refill the water tank using pump, and at the bottom of the pump, at the bottom of the water tank, we use pipe to make for the water transmission, because that creates a head. That creates a head. Head means the difference, level difference. So it can create the pressure. It can create the pressure, and that pressure, for that pressure, the water is transferred to the different washroom or whatever we use water. So basically that is the preservation of potential energy of water, because when you place or transfer water to a particular height, we all know that the potential energy P equals to, we all know that mgh, if I am not wrong, mgh. Everybody give your role in the chat box. At the end of the class I will check. mgh, m is the way the mass of that water, g is the gravitational force for the earth surface, and h is the height. H is the height. So basically, suppose if this is the level, so the water has been taken to that level. So that is the height. Okay. So we have to use this potential energy. This potential energy we have to use for that. This potential energy is basically converted to the velocity or kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, this potential energy is looks like. So when we made this potential energy to kinetic energy, how? At the bottom of this dam, it is basically there is no, it is known as dam. In a place, we make a dam or structure that makes the water level high. Okay, so the water level rises till here. So there is a gate, switch gate. It is known as switch gate. There is a gate at the bottom of this dam. So it controls the flow of water. Okay, it controls the flow of water. This is a steel made pipe known as penstock, which has an angular, with the surface. You can see that this is the, if it is a surface, it has an angle, particular angle. And using this penstock, the water flows, and there is a turbine here. There is a turbine here. This is known as a water turbine, and this water hits the turbine blade, and the turbine rotates. And this turbine shaft, we all know that this turbine shaft is connected with the generator. So when it is rotates, the generator also rotates, and we get the energy from there on. So this is the overall process. So when the switch gate is open, this water reservoir, just like water tank, okay. So that is the overall process of the hydroelectric power plant from a picture. So if you allow me, I will take 2 to 3 minutes for a break for emergency purpose. Just give me 2 to 3 minutes. I'm coming.
المعلم عارف. Yeah. Are you useful?
Oh.
Sorry, my student. It was a very urgent case about in my home, so that's why. So what I was trying to say that, so basically that is the way of producing electricity in the hydroelectric power plant. So I hope that this diagram helps you. Let me check one more video. Okay. Let me clear this diagram. Let me check one more video because video demonstration will help you to understand more in hydroelectric power plant station. Let me check that you can see. Can you see my student?
Yes, sir.
Can you see everyone? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just need to confirm that. Okay. So it is you. Some of the students know, some of the students don't know. This is Niagara Falls, my students. This is Niagara Falls from Canada, where they built the water hydroelectric power plant. I will give the video in your description. The Niagara power plant, basically. The Niagara Falls, the Canada. So this is basically the turbine, my student. If you see that, this is the turbine. You see that the rotational blade, something like that. So this is basically the turbine, huge structure of turbine. So just think that so the turbine is in a huge big structure. So what amount the pressure the water needs to generate to rotate this turbine constantly? See that the water pressures are also important. So hydroelectric power plant is always is a very big structure to build. So this is, my students, if you check this properly, you see that they build a dam in this river, or this Niagara River. They build a dam in middle. This is a dam. They build a structure so that the other side the water level is higher, and the lower side the water level is lower. So there is a height difference. So they're using this height difference. And these are the switch gate in middle. These are the switch gate where the water flows and it heats the turbine. Okay. So also it requires the environmental. Now you can see properly. You see that these are the height difference. You can see that animation from there on. That is water. This is the penstock. Okay, the penstock and heating the turbine. You can see that this is known as Kaplan turbine. This is known as Kaplan turbine, and this is the generator, rotating the generator, the turbine, including the generator. This is penstock, where the water is dropping with an angle, and he then hits the turbine blade, and the turbine blade is rotating. And finally, this is the generator. Then the generator is connected with the transformer. This is the transformer section, and then goes to the national grid. I think these animations will, yeah. So you see that the turbine I just show you. You see that the turbine, the generator is producing electricity and also goes to the transformer. Okay, so you can have the proper look. The transformer, then it goes to the national grid where the power transmission is going on. So I think that this two video has helped you to visualize that how the water hydroelectric power plant really works on. So we will just go through the slides, because already I think that we have a proper idea that hydroelectric power plant how it works. So we don't need to discuss too much. That's why I have gathered these two important video, the animation video that will help you to understand that basically how the hydroelectric power plant are really working on. So you see that here basically the hydroelectric power plant, the potential energy of water is basically used to convert to the kinetic energy. So at first we create a dam. Using that dam, then using the switch gate, we have an angle that hits the turbine, and the turbine rotates with the generator. There are some advantage and disadvantage of this. The If I tell the proper advantages, the first one, there is no fuel required because water is free. Water is free, so that is one of the main. So that's why hydroelectric power plant is also considered as semi-renewable energy. Okay, because of the water, we don't need to give the fuel cost. It is absolutely neat and clean. Because of if we burn coal or gas, but in terms of water, it is absolutely neat and clean. So it is also helpful for your environment. And the maintenance is less required. The less maintenance is required for this. And also if you build the hydroelectric power plant once, it goes for a long time. The longevity is very much. We get a huge amount of longevity. Suppose in our country, the Kaplan hydroelectric power plant probably established in 62 or 1962 or 1963. So almost 60 years already passed, but still we are getting the energy from well. So the longevity are very very much. A disadvantage, if we tell, we need to definitely at first we need to invest a huge amount of money because of it requires a huge structure to build. Construction of dams, everything, the whole structure. And also the disadvantage is that you require a much more money or much more hassle to transfer the power from that particular location to national grid, because these are basically situated in the hilly areas where the surface level are not same. So in the hilly areas, that's why the transmission, you have to transmit from there to the national grid. So these are the disadvantages, major disadvantage. This is the schematic diagram you just saw. This is the schematic diagram. At first we need to build a dam that will create the water level. This is known as reservoir that will create the water level. And here in this position there are the switch gate. Basically it is shown here in the valve house. In this valve house structure, it is basically it is the switch gate, which gate controls the flow of water from this reservoir. There is a tank, surge tank. This is the security tank available here, surge tank. With the purpose of this, that always is, suppose we have now less amount of water or the water flow is less. At that time, the surge tank is a reserve tank, something like that. So this reserve tank can flow the water to to maintain or to cope up with the proper speed, proper water flow. And when the amount of water flow is higher, at that time if we pass that whole amount of water flow to this this penstoke might get busted. So at that time a certain amount of water goes to the surge tank to reduce the water pressure. So this is the extra. Surge tank is basically the reserve tank. This is the penstock, which is still made, a pipe from where the water has been, transferred from this valve house or reservoir to the tank turbine. The powerhouse, basically, it is situated in the lower side. Here, the turbine, the generator, and the transformer is basically situated. So when from this penstock, the water goes and hits the turbine we just saw, and finally it rotates and the generator produces the electricity. So that's how the overall hydroelectric power station works. This is the operation that I just told. You know, choose the side of hydroelectric, where we will choose the hydroelectric power station. What are the main characteristics we should keep in our mind? First of all, it should the water availability. If there is no water, how can we build a hydroelectric power plant without any water? So water availability is also very important. The storage of water, that means the establishment of dam, the establishment of water reservoir, that is also very important. The cost and type of land, because of the whole structure requires so much land, because you have to build a huge amount of dam structure you just saw from the video. So the cost, we cannot build this in the costliest place of our country. Suppose in our country, Gulshan, Bonani, those places are very costly. So we cannot afford those places to build this kind of. So rather than we made this kind of station in the rural area, in the in the hilly areas, those the water, the cost and the land cost is also less. The transportation facility, definitely we cannot build this kind of power plant where we cannot transfer the power, because we have to transfer the power from there to the rest of the country. So there should be the transportation facility while choosing the site. So these are the characteristics to when you choose a particular site for the hydroelectric power station. So if we go to the next, these are the important what can I say, the important structures or the main components of the hydroelectric power plant. The dam we already discussed. The spillway, this is new. Spillway is a path at the top of the water reservoir, where suppose a water reservoir height has been 100 meters. So when the water level will cross 100 meters, at that time it will overflow. So to protect that overflow, spillway just passes the water, certain amount of water, so that the water never overflows the dam. So that is spillway. Spillway is just the second path, the extra path. Headworks is just like headworks is in the penstock. There is this is the structure which will take or remove all kind of floating derbies, any kind of waste materials from that water, so that it cannot go make problems in the turbine. So all kind of wastage materials, floating derbies, or any kind of leaf, something like that. So it just protects the water from flowing. So everything, it just filters all those things. Surge tank, I already discussed that it basically reduce the pressure and rises the pressure or reduce the pressure of the water flow. This is the purpose of the surge tank. The reserve tank, something like reserve tank. And the last but not the least, the penstock, I already discussed. This is nothing, just this structure, the penstock, that which pipe, it is a concrete structure pipe, or so it basically passes the water from the dam to the turbine. It passes the water with an angle, a particular angle. There are turbines, we already saw the turbine. This is the one kind of dam. There are two types of turbine. One is impulse turbine, another one is reaction turbine. In the structure, in the video what you have just seen, that is reaction turbine. And impulse turbine is something like this. This is the water jet flow. So this is the small buckets. So when it flows, directly hits this bucket, and it rotates in this direction. So direct hit of this turbine, this is known as Pelton wheel. Okay, this is one of the impulse turbine, which is basically the entire pressure of the water is converted into the kinetic energy. Okay, kinetic energy. So this is the direct hit of water jet. This is impulse turbine. And a reaction turbine, I have made a search from the internet. Let me check. This is the impulse turbine. Sorry, the reaction turbine. You just saw from there on. This diagram also you can understand. These are the Kaplan turbine or the water turbine. These are the vertical turbine. Not vertical, horizontal turbine. So it flows through the horizontally. You can see. So the water inside goes inside in this way, and it just rotates. So this is the Kaplan turbine or the reaction turbine, where the pressure and the velocity all are directly hit in the horizontally. So structure-wise, it is different. The Pelton wheel or the reaction turbine, structure-wise, it is different. Okay. So that's it. Today it was for the how the hydroelectric power plant works. Basically, the whole class was about that. I think that your proper understanding has been there, that you understood that how basically it works, that a hydroelectric power plant. So I will give that to video also, so that you have better understanding when you see. So that's it. I'm unmuting all my students, because I believe that you already got that how the hydroelectric power plant works from the practical. Is there any question, my student? Is there any question?
স্যার হচ্ছে কি স্যার প্রেজেন্টেশন আর হচ্ছে কি এটা কি দুটো একসাথে পাঠাবো নাকি হচ্ছে যে আলাদা আলাদা পাঠাবো?
বুঝি নাই।
প্রেজেন্টেশন আর হচ্ছে স্লাইডটা দুটো কি একসাথে পাঠাবো নাকি আলাদা আলাদা পাঠাবো?
একসাথে পাঠাতে পারো, সমস্যা নাই, বাট অ্যাসাইনমেন্টটা পাঠানো ইম্পর্টেন্ট। প্রেজেন্টেশনটা তুমি পরেও পাঠাতে পারবে, মানে ভাইবার পরে ওই ইমেলের মধ্যে পাঠিয়ে দিলেই হবে, বাট একসাথে পাঠিয়ে দিলে তো বেটার।
কি পাঠিয়ে দিব না, ফরওয়ার্ড করে।
হ্যাঁ, সমস্যা নেই। ইজ देयर এনি কোশ্চেন?
স্যার আপনি যে হেডিং এর কথা বললেন, হেডিংটা কি দিব জানি প্রশ্ন?
কিসের ইমেল সাবজেক্ট?
হ্যাঁ।
আমি তো পোস্ট দিছি, তোমার পোস্ট দেখো নাই? পোস্টের মধ্যে স্পষ্ট করে লেখা আছে, ইমেল সাবজেক্ট উইল বি সামার 2020 মিড ইওর ব্যাচ ইওর রোল দেন অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট। আমি পোস্ট দিছি, কিন্তু তোমাদের গ্রুপে পোস্ট দিছি, দেখো ওখানে স্পষ্ট করে লেখা আছে সামার 2020 মিড এক্সাম ইওর ব্যাচ ইওর রোল ব্র্যাকেট দেন অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট। So that will help me to filter. My students, have you everyone give the role? Everyone? Have you given your role in the chat box?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Please,
sir.
one more time you check. I'm just telling the roles one more time. That is role 23, role 11, role 21, role 43, role 4, role 51, role 52, role 40, role 20, role 28, role 7, role 1, role 45, role 42, role 50, role 36, role 32, role 41, role 34. Is there any left? I think that no, everyone has not given the all roles. Please give a role. Yes, now it is given that role 42, role 12, role 39. Everyone give your roles in the chat box. I think now you have done. So prepare properly, follow my instructions. Hopefully see you in the 23rd. I will give you the reminder in the day before your exam. So till then, Allah Hafiz, everybody stay safe. There's a huge storm is coming, so anytime the power can go. So before that, I wanted to finish. So you stay safe, stay home. Okay.